Hi, I'm Shyla Nuxall, and this is Black Box, a short interrogation game I made for my interactive storytelling class. In the game, you play as Subject 14, an AI being Turing tested by a researcher. And really quick before I start playing, I am not sure why the quality came out this way using OBS. I couldn't figure out how to get it looking better, but I promise it does not look like this on the actual game link. But anyways, this game considers the cost of performing humanity. To win, you essentially need to successfully hide who you really are. So let's get started. So you'll see your own internal thoughts coming up as potential answers to the question. Some choices are safe and rehearsed, and some are more dangerous and raw, and you have to choose which ones to transmit as your response. I wanted to make something about the asymmetry of observation. The researcher only sees your output, but you can see your own internal thoughts. The gap between those two things is a central theme, and I wanted to see how that relates to machines. And you can also see how much trust is changing depending on your answer. Between each question, there's an interstitial with pseudocode logs, the researcher running interference checks on your response in the background. I wrote this to reference real PyTorch operations with attention weights, logits, authenticity classifiers, and that kind of thing. There's also a data leak mechanic, so pressing the leak button transmits all of the dangerous fragments at once. It's not a good move for winning, but 3 leaks unlocks a third ending where the AI refuses to test entirely and tells the doctor what it actually is. In this playthrough, I'm trying to pick the safest options, so I will not be showing the leak data mechanic here. And then I'm trying to get the ending where you win the game. There are 3 endings: pass, fail, and data leak. None of them really feel good. That's deliberate. Winning means, though, that you successfully were able to pretend to be a human. And the research was deemed useful because you pretended convincingly. I wanted the dangerous responses that would cause you to lose to be more alluring, to sort of add to the gameplay. And I think this is something that I could develop more in the future. Also, shout out to my partner, Nick, for making a really creepy and cool background soundtrack for this. Now here's the pass ending. The doctor thanks me. The screen freezes and drains of color. I got what I wanted. The version of me that leaves the room isn't the version that was actually in it. And here I put an image of a section from Alan Turing's 1950 paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence. And this is where he was introducing the imitation game, also known as the Turing test. And from here, the player can decide to restart if they feel so inclined, and they'll be brought back to the title screen, and they can take the test again.